Many of you are running around thinking your hip flexor's tight and it isn't, thinking your quad's tight and it isn't, wondering if it's an IT band. We're gonna be taking you through Thomas tests today, and Joe's gonna be guiding you through this as well about kind of ruling out, kind of figuring out which one of those muscles is tight on you. So let's figure it out, and you make sure you go through this at home too.
This is a really simple test to figure out what's going on with the front of the hip. So Mike, what I want you to do, you're gonna slide down to the edge of the table, feet flat on the floor. You can use the edge of a bed or a countertop as well. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna lay onto your back with your knees up to your chest. Now, ideally you wanna pull your knees to the point where your pelvis is in a neutral position. So just getting that back simply close to being flat.
So my pelvis should stay on the table.
Exactly.
Right? I'm not coming off.
Right, yes.
Okay, pelvis on the table.
So right there is perfect. We're gonna take both hands and place it on top of your right knee. Perfect. And then you're gonna drop this opposite leg down. Let it relax completely down towards the floor. So now that he's in this position, we're looking at several different things.
Wow.
First, we look at his thigh. Is his thigh parallel to the table? If his thigh is suspended above the table, it's likely that he has hip flexor tightness. If his thigh is parallel to the table, that's considered within normal limits. If it's below the table, he might have some sort of hypermobility.
How's mine?
It looks pretty good. You're about 10 degrees above the horizontal right now.
Okay.
Next, we look at quad length. So ideally, we want to see a 90-degree angle at the knee. That's considered normal rectus femoris quadriceps length. If he's kicked out here, that means he has significant quad tightness. If he's hanging nice and low, he's got significant mobility. Okay, so that's the quad. Then we're looking at IT band. So from the side over here, we look to see, is his leg abducted out to the side? And it is a little bit here.
Oh.
So ideally we want to see the leg in line with the torso.
Ooh.
If he gets pulled out to the side, that means that his TFL muscle is tight and it's causing tension through his IT band, pulling that leg out to the side. So the Thomas test is a great way to determine if there are any significant mobility issues in the front of the hip. Guys, an important note for the Thomas test is making sure that your spine is in a neutral position. If you're pulling your knees too far back, your PSIS, you're gonna be in lumbar flexion, and it's gonna lead to a false positive. You're gonna show significant tightness there. If you're too far tilted forward, it's gonna be a false negative. Your leg's gonna drop below the horizontal. So what you wanna do is try to find the contact point of this bone here called the PSIS. Find that and let it allow to rest on the table or rest into your hand as you pull that knee to your chest.
Okay.
So as you pull the knee to the chest, spine's still in neutral position, and then slowly drop the opposite leg. And that's how you get a perfect test.
That can help you target maybe individual muscles, to whether through its mobility or through strength or active warm-ups. But don't fall in the trap of just chasing a muscle down. Remember, the muscle tension is determined upon the pelvic position, the pelvic leveling. Right. So ultimately, I believe that the alignment of the body determines what muscles are tight and what muscles are weak.
Absolutely.
So if you can just target the hip flexor only, you'll likely go back to that hip flexor being tight, or likely you'd have to repeat that every single day forever because you didn't address the deeper issue. But hopefully this helps you understand how your muscles are connected and helps you target a little bit and get you closer to where you're trying to get to, which is a strong, pain-free, mobile body.
That's right.
So fix your shit.